He said he has a perfect bracket, but there is no way that's true.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday. Oh my goodness. To you. Ooh, wow.
Happy
birthday,
dear
Amber.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Happy birthday to come on you.
Ow. Ooh.
I'm glad there's not a smoke alarm down here because
Why do those do all that?
yeah, that was pretty intense. Was not expecting that. Wow. Well, those were popping.
Those were popping. I
Yeah.
like that. So yes, Embers' birthday was
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
She
A
turned.
little hand clap there. Huh?
It was like the clap.
Oh! I thought you said she turned, and I was like,
Oh, she turned 7.
yeah, she turned 7. Big girl.
She had been telling us about this day for about 4 months.
Yeah. She even started with the half birthday thing, which I've never heard of that. I think it's just a way for kids to get toys.
Yeah, but you know what? She had an amazing day from start to finish.
Yes.
The little, the big things, she loved it all.
It was exciting.
But it started with the unexpected.
That is true. Bright and early, I was woken up from a call from our son. He said, I can't talk. I can't swallow. I can't. And I was like, of all the days for you to be sick, this is not the one.
And then Ember's at the door. It's my birthday.
It's my birthday. And I'm like, great. So yeah, I take a look in the back of his throat, and it's basically closed with, it's not.
Junk.
Yeah, it's junk in the
nasty.
back. So I was like, you know what? I think I need to take him to the emergency room.
So she took it like a champ, though. She was like, well, it's my birthday, so of course I'll go.
Yeah, family first. He's not feeling well, but that went well,
It was a pretty quick little in and out.
And like I said, I'm not used to that. LA, you're waiting for about 12 hours for sure.
The one, I think it was the one and only time I went to the ER.
That was your first time?
No, in LA.
Oh, okay, yes, in LA.
No.
No. I was supposed to say,
I've been to the ER a couple times, but the first and only time in LA, I was just like in a hallway on a seat.
Yeah.
And then a bed. And
This
people
place,
just walking about.
2 people were there. Us and another lady that was coughing her lungs out. And I was like, can we hurry? Because I feel like that's wafting over into our area. And
That actually is funny you say that. That's one thing that I think of every time I'm at the doctor's office. Even if I'm sick or if I'm not, I'm like, there's no way I escape this without 18 other sicknesses.
Right. Right. I feel bad for them. They have to just be around all of that.
Do you think doctors have to have some sort of like behind the scenes drugs they're taking?
Oh, for sure.
Because there is no way
they're
not
hiding the juice.
Sick.
They have. Come on.
I always wondered that. How is everyone here sick but you are not?
And just walking around like it's no big deal. They didn't have masks on or anything.
Doctor,
yeah.
You don't have to cure me.
I've never heard of
Really?
that song.
They used to play it all the time at the Hy-Vee when I worked there.
I love that for you.
Well, anyways, so we went to the wee woo ambulance. You like that?
The wambulance.
Yes. He got a little steroid.
They were like, good you brought him. He seems like he's a day away from this being really bad. So that was good. I brought him there, but it was a weird start to her birthday because we were supposed to wake up, have like a girly day, go get her dress. It was going to be like a special fancy dinner.
What's funny
kind of
too
birthday.
is the day before you're like, we're going to have to come up with something to fill up the day. And I was like, well,
I know.
You wanted to fill up the day. There you go.
Just because if the only thing you have planned is a dinner, you have to fill up the day. That's why I was like, let me not buy her dress early. Let me not get anything early. Let's just.
We had like little pit stops here and there. So after you got her dress, I took her. She is obsessed, and I'm happy for her. She's obsessed with my classic car. Anytime we go anywhere and I grab something out of the garage, she's like, "Oh, are we taking it?"
Yeah, it's as if you're pulling out like the princess with the horse, like carriage.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I'm like, no, we're not taking it. Because I usually am kind of more localized driving with that one. And anyways, so I was like, we're going to take the car. And she's like, yeah.
Yeah. She loved it.
So
she's like, I get to sit front row.
Yeah.
Like
and I think maybe the last time I took her out was Valentine's Day in it. And so she thinks it's just the coolest thing ever. And I took her to, of all places, Ace Hardware has a Dippin' Dot chest. And it's a little magical, a little mystical. And as you open it, and I went earlier that day to make sure, because that would have been one of the most devastating moments, not for her, but for me.
Yeah.
If you can go all the way over there and it's empty. So I checked it out, scoped out the scene, and they had exactly what we needed. So about 10 minutes later, I take her over there, and she was just living it up. And I can actually hear her right now. So we got the Dippin' Dots, and as we left, there was another woman that was like, "Oh, it's your birthday," because with her attire,
we'll put up a picture. I mean, and I tried really hard, you guys. I said, "Are you sure you want that?"
There is no way you could walk a country mile by her without knowing it was her birthday.
100%. It was a full birthday.
Sights and sounds. She was, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Everywhere.
The crown. She wanted, I mean, it was.
The crown, a sash. Is that what it's called?
The sash, the crown, some kind of clip-in braids coming from under it.
She had it all.
Colorful. I was just like.
High heels.
I tried so hard, you guys. I was sitting in the store like, but look at this one and you can put it on. And she's like, nope, this is the one.
She did. She wised up though. At the very end of the day, she was like, Mom, remind me to never wear high heels.
I try to warn her. I said, I know you feel fancy. I know you feel grown, but these hurt. You know, for you men out there, when you see us in heels, like,
I don't know how you do it.
Give your props. We're walking on a bone. The front, this one.
That is wild.
All hours just on that.
Absolutely insane.
It's like
you're psychotic.
Walking on needles all day. Yeah. And then I can't stand those girls that are like, it feels so great for me. Like I don't feel anything.
No, there's
like
no way.
I have a natural arch. Really? Your feet naturally can walk on the tip of your bone.
Like ostrich.
So you're just extra special then.
Yeah.
So yeah. I told her, and by the end she was like, ooh. I was like,
So I got her the little dippity doo dah dip
the little dippity doo dah date.
And the funny thing is, you during the day you hopped over to the mall because I think you were grabbing her something.
Yes.
And you came across.
Oh yes.
The little Dippin' Dots.
Now, mind you, I felt really bad. I feel like we've done something.
Oh, so.
Beep, beep. What were you talking about? Are you talking about something different?
The kiosk.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for the few of you that are just tuning in now to this episode, and you have regretted to go back and listen to the first 10.
I'm like, hey.
We have an obsession, an addiction.
I like to have a better, more softer word.
A healthy love.
Yeah, a deep love.
A longing for Dippin' Dots. At one point in my life, it was chocolate only, but I've ventured into the banana split.
Can I ask you what pulled you away from that in the beginning? Like before you tried it, were you like banana?
Yeah, I've never bananas. I enjoy them, but on food, it's like not. It's kind of
your
like
thing.
Banana and mint in food is something that I'm not.
Mint can just disappear, honestly.
Not real hip on, because if I'm eating something minty, I don't want to think of chewing gum
or brushing your teeth.
Right.
And it's just that's like the mint chocolate they bring at the end. Sometimes it's like, why would you do that?
Some people love it.
I feel like my mom loves it. I told you. The older taste buds, you guys.
The older you are, the grimmer the taste buds.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Your taste buds are probably dying. Is what's happening.
Honestly, yeah. It doesn't even register mint.
One day I'm gonna eat like a chocolate mint and be like, oh, this is. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm dying. Anyways, so kind of a long story longer. We went to Dippin' Dots at the mall. It's like 25 minutes away. It's a venture. It's a hike.
Yeah.
And every time we go, no matter the hours of the day, it is always supposedly open, but nobody's there working.
Right.
So we've talked to corporate several times. They've sent us hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Dippin' Dots, which we love.
I love how you say we.
Yes. And we eat them all. But I guess so you went there.
So I went there because I went to go get a birthday gift for her. She's obsessed with SpongeBob. They had this, it was the last blanket. She wanted to redo her bed. So I was like, let's go. I walked by the kiosk. I was like, something's different.
Something's up. What are they dippity doing over here?
What is dippity doing over there? So I went over there and, I went from afar because I didn't want, I was scared that I was going to walk by and they're going to be like, you're the reason. Now I actually have to stand here.
Right.
They had a sign, an illuminated sign that said
illumination.
And it said open. It says the words with an ice cream connected to it. I said, look at that.
There's something about little bits of ice cream though.
New workers, two people
they fired
back there.
the previous.
2 people back there.
Were they good, nice people?
The new
Bet
people?
they were.
I was too scared to go up. I took a picture from afar.
Oh, you didn't get any?
I shamefully walked by like this. Yeah.
They'd probably thank you because you gave them their job.
I don't know. You never know.
Wow.
They have our picture in the back. So
what was our jingle for the... Because ice cream tastes better, little. Bow. Dippin' Dots.
Let's
Call us up.
Let's dippity do it.
Because ice
we're
cream
ready.
tastes better, little. Bow.
And everybody would sing that jingle.
That's such a fun one.
We're trademarking that, so don't
I can
try
see it with the lyrics are on the screen, and there's one single Dippin' Dot.
And it's just
bouncing
quick.
on the letters.
It's so quick, and it's such a good little the ones that get stuck in your head.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I love that.
Anyways, we've talked about Dippin' Dots for about 20 minutes.
So yeah, you took her to get Dippin' Dots. She
we
comes
came back
home.
I even brought some in a cooler. That's you're getting to be a dad when you're preparing to bring home Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, I mean just the fact that you had one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a cooler with what are they called? Frozen green beans in there, so it would keep I went all out. I was keeping it cold for Mama.
I was wondering why they were so fresh.
Yeah.
To be
frozen
on a
green
drive.
beans.
Wow.
Yep. So we had Dippin' Dots, and then Coca-Cola's hitting me.
There you go.
So after that, what did we do? We went to
dinner. We
Cheesecake.
went to dinner.
Cheesecake. For all the people out there that downplay and dismiss and make fun of Cheesecake Factory for whatever reason.
I don't know why. I think it's an attention thing. I'm more sophisticated. I'm different. I'm that person. Really?
Cheesecake is fascinating.
So good.
They have 18,000 items on the menu, and that's just for lunch.
Yeah.
Dinner is another 44,000 things.
Yeah. Are you dining in for lunch or where, they have breakfast too?
What?
Did you know that?
Cheesecake.
Their pancakes are incredible. The
Really?
syrup.
I have never been.
Yes.
Wow.
Their breakfast is great.
That is something I've learned today.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know until my mom dragged me there.
Sometimes places do like a breakfast buffet. Is it a buffet? No?
It's a whole menu, and it's the breakfast, and they're just very strict about stopping it because they're like, we're over this.
We have to turn in the new catalog of
We literally
items.
have a million items to cook, so let's just...
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of trendy to hate on different restaurants. Cheesecake is one of them, but I will stand firm. It is unbelievably good.
Yeah, it's so good.
The butter...
What?
Something about restaurants with butter and rolls, it just makes you want to stay there and savor the flavor forever.
I have to be careful though, because I'll get really, really full.
Oh yeah, I leaned over the table when I got my meal and I said, "I'm full and I haven't even eaten a bite yet."
That bread, the brown bread, it's something special.
And
about
you love
what
to, you know what it is.
Take it apart.
I look over and it looks like someone's playing with Play-Doh.
Don't judge me.
She's like taking up. Do you eat the crust or you don't eat the crust?
No. So what I do is, and I do the same thing at Subway. For those of you guys that want to keep the calories like down, but you still want to have bread. And I like the crispier parts. You just open the bread and take the middle out. All that squishy middle. Put it to the side.
It's like I'm looking over. It's like an animal just clawing.
But if you tell Subway, hey, can you just take the middle out? They'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Really?
They take their hands from the top and they take all that middle out.
Hope they're wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, but they take all that extra bread that's not necessary, and you still have the outer shell of the bread, and you can really put all the veggies and run it through the garden. But
so it's almost like a soup bowl.
No, kind of. Yeah.
You're like, wait, actually,
that's exactly what.
That's funny.
I've never had a soup bowl.
Really?
No.
You should try it sometime.
I just see, but then the soup's sitting there making the inside soggy. We need to get it moving.
It's
I need it crispy.
So probably the most eventful moment was, we're hyping up that it's her 7th day birthday, and we snuck in a candle that Lauren is giving me under the table. We're passing it back and forth. How are we going to give it to the waiter? So eventually I'm like, all right, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to give it to our waitress, who's then going to talk to the waiter that was at our table.
She was a runner.
She was a runner.
Yeah.
I give it to the runner to give it to the waiter. Our waiter, nice guy.
Nice guy. Let's
Great
start
guy.
by saying that.
Great guy.
Sweet
nice
guy.
Wonderful guy.
Very nice.
Hardworking.
Just good guy, you know.
He knew the menu.
He was a waiter.
But I don't know if he knew he was a waiter.
He was a waiter, but I don't know if he was aware that he was working that particular day.
He was a waiter, but he was not a waiter.
He's like, I have the outfit on, but
yeah. Every time he came to, you know who I just thought of, who he reminded me of?
What?
The guy on Ratatouille, just bumbly, kind of like very confused and puzzled. Every time he came to the table, like, oh wait, what am I here? I have a.
It almost was like it was his first day.
But I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't. But it was giving, when you're kind of like confused and nervous and
it was
what's
like
next.
The spotlights hit him and he was like trying to figure out
he's like,
where am I? What am I doing? Yeah. Oh, I'm taking orders. Okay, what do you guys want?
I feel like we were almost helping him out. Like, do you want to take our order? Maybe
you should write it down. Yeah,
maybe write it down. Let's start there, baby. Let's.
So, I tell the runner. She's running.
They're called runners. They're called runners.
And she tells him, hey, they have the 7 candle, put it on strawberries and whip.
Yes.
Just bring it to the table, sing happy birthday. What does he do?
I feel sick even repeating it.
Don't repeat it. I'll tell it. He comes to the table, and this is the only time he was conscious talking to us. He was like, hey, so I've got the secret 7 candle, the surprise. When do you want me to bring it out?
Or let me know when you want me to put that order in for the surprise.
Surprise 7
with
candle.
the 7 candle.
Like he probably said it 4 times. Like the secret 7.
I was sick.
And
I couldn't believe he was saying this at the table with her sitting there.
I remember it like it was yesterday because it was. And
I'm like, was it?
We just kind of looked down at our food, and we were just like,
how quickly did it register for you?
Oh, right away. And
because it took me a second. I said, surely he didn't just say. Surprise didn't just fall out of his mouth.
So I don't even think I looked at him. I was just like, yeah, anytime's fine.
And you guys, this was the one thing she wanted. It's the one thing she's been waiting for. It's the one thing she's been talking about. They give like a birthday thing at the end. What? And you come and say that?
Sir.
Even Brian couldn't hold it. He was like, bro. That teenager stuff.
Read the room.
She's right here.
And then what else? I don't think you saw it. He's like standing at the booth next to us.
Yeah.
And I'm eating. And then I just kind of hear like, and I look over. And he's got this mountain of strawberries. And he's like, Now and I'm like, bro, you already kind of
fully in vision of her. I mean, she can see him.
Yeah.
And he's.
I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, might as well. You've already.
And then
done
boom,
enough.
he's in the super waiter mode. Happy
birthday. Yeah. Quick. I couldn't even take.
Good voice.
I couldn't even. I was so irritated, but I was just like, she was happy and she wanted to cry.
She was so. I don't think you heard her because everyone was singing, but she was like, "I'm gonna cry."
Oh, see how like she appreciates everything. Some strawberries and whipped cream did it for you.
By the way,
stop. It was a lot. She needed help.
Oh no. So, I have been to probably tens of thousands of restaurants, all of which, anytime there's any type of birthday, even if it's not your birthday and you say it is, they're bringing you something for free. We are God has blessed us with so much. I'm not complaining about.
Right, that's true. Amen.
$10 for maybe 6 strawberries.
I thought that was
with
free.
Some whip.
I thought that was free.
And I thought it was too. I got the
We should have called him back. I'm sorry. You were told it was for a birthday, correct? So why is this $10?
It was maddening, and I was like,
she doesn't like cake. Just so everybody knows, she doesn't like sweets and cake and all that stuff. So it was strawberries with a little whipped cream. Why are you charging me $10?
Yeah, I it wasn't really like the money. It was just like, wow, that is premium strawberries.
We could have went to
the golden strawberries,
right?
Like, what?
Yeah.
That was wild. I still would have done it.
Have you heard of that sidebar $18 strawberry that they're selling? It's one strawberry at, I think it's called Erewhon.
No, tell me about it.
It's just one strawberry, $18.
Why? What is it?
That's what I said. But if you look at the reviews, they're like raving about it. They're like, it's the best thing I've ever had.
It's called Erewhon?
The grocery store is called Erewhon. Erewhon. I think.
Erewhon?
When I say the most expensive grocery store you've ever been into in your life, a carton of milk's like $20.
Jeez.
It's crazy. So, yeah, it's an $18.
Eggs are $1,800
for sure.
You know what's crazy is egg prices are going through the roof, but flat screen TV prices have never been lower. What? Who would have known that we live now in an economy or a time where I can remember when flat screen TVs were like $10,000. It was like some futuristic technology, and now they're like $100 for a 700-inch TV.
Right, built in, got everything built in it.
Yeah, you can walk through your TV.
Right.
And now they're like giving them away.
Yeah.
But eggs are.
Good thing I don't like eggs. It's gross.
Anyways, so that was kind of it was just funny. I think sometimes this podcast kind of brings some reality or just like diffuses situations like that where I think I just looked over you and I was like, well, we got something to talk about.
I couldn't believe this man walked over and said the surprise. But
He's funny. Good guy. Still tipped him well.
Good
it's
thing.
It's kind of like
thing
with the
she
Ubers.
was so young.
No matter how crazy they're driving, it's 5-star. Don't matter. You did great. I got here. So we had a good time with that. We came home. I thought we should have given her gifts to start the day, but the anticipation was like.
I told you gotta hold off because once dinner's done, that's it. She came home to like a brand new room. All she wanted for a gift. She's a very simple girl. I just want a desk that I can sit and look out my window and do my coloring and my drawings. We
almost dropped the ball though because we got the desk and then it was like, wait, I think you need to sit at the desk, right? I at least was like, oh shoot, yeah, we need a chair.
I didn't even think of a chair.
Yeah, could have just been a new standing desk,
right? So yeah, we got the chair. Of course, I put lights on it. I jazzed it up a bit, but
I'll throw a little video up just to kind of show the reveal. It was a fun time. It fits her room perfectly. She thoroughly enjoyed it.
I love the size of it. It's perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we had 7 balloons. The number 7 balloons.
Yeah, I was like, do we have 7 balloons? The number 7.
The number 7 balloon everywhere.
Yeah.
she walked through SpongeBob dangling glitter.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. A door runner.
Door fringe. I don't know.
And she was like, oh, wait. I got to do that again. She ran out the room and burst through like she was jumping through a brick wall.
I'm glad she had a good time.
She had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And what else have we been up to?
Church.
Church has been unbelievably fantastic.
Yes, I love our church.
We tried something new today. We ventured out. We went to an earlier service. How do you feel about that?
I like it. I just wish I had better sleep.
Yeah.
I wasn't physically prepared. This baby kept me up kind of all night-ish since 5 a.m.
Yeah.
4 or 5 a.m. just kicking. Like, I'm a very light sleeper, so any kind of movement, light.
Yeah, you are a very light sleeper. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But then there's odd times where it's like, I could scream and you don't move.
Yeah. Once I'm kind of settled, but it's when it gets like everything's quiet.
It's like selective.
Yeah, like I can go to sleep if there's noise, if I'm falling asleep to the noise. But if it's like when you're winding down, everybody's quiet and then there's noise, I'm like,
But it's probably kind of yin yang. Like you don't want the baby sleep or kicking you in your sleep. But then when you're in church, it's kind of like, hey, wake up. The pastor's talking. You need to listen.
Oh, man. I just hope the baby doesn't stay on that schedule.
Yeah.
Because that's like... But anyways, so I was fighting for my life.
I'm having a hard time talking about the baby because I'm like trying to like
not say the
gender. So I'm almost like just not talking.
I almost said it. So, I was fighting for my life in church today. It was one eye, then two eyes. Then I was like, am I going to give it a head roll? And of course, my husband, my lovely, wonderful, handsome, awesome, special in every way husband chose to sit front row.
It was front row adjacent.
Oh, okay.
I think front row makes you a little more attentive. But we were on the side, so it was kind of like ish front.
It was up enough to where if I did a deep head roll, a lot of people will see, and it's disrespectful. He will see.
Yeah, probably. But it was a great time. One thing I really enjoy about the church is like people are extremely genuine and like actually care and know what's going on in your life.
The sweetest people I've ever met.
They will come up and just be like, yo, how's this and this going? And it's like, oh, totally forgot about it until you mentioned it. Let me tell you about it.
So sweet. So sweet.
Tell me, so I've met Brad, fantastic friend.
I'm terrible with names. Don't do me like that.
It's all right.
Oh, Amanda
Bynes. No.
Sweet girl.
Brad is so cool. We've went to get food a couple times. We went to the concert the other night.
Nice
There's
guy.
moments he looks exactly like my brother. It's
really
like there's very.
I have to think of that the next time I see him.
Yeah.
No, well, let me not. Sorry, Brad. I'm not trying to analyze you as I'm seeing you. I just want to see what he's talking about.
There was a point where Isaac had more facial hair, and it is crazy how similar they look sometimes. So yeah, it's weird. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm hanging out with my brother.
Yeah.
Jake, another dude that's super cool. He was texting me. Big texting church. They'll hit me up.
Yeah.
And I like that. It's kind of like, oh, who is this? Okay, got it. So enjoying that. I have a lot of contacts on my phone now that are, blank church.
I love that. I love that. Such great people.
Yeah.
A girl from LA throws me off a bit in a way.
Throws you off?
Yes.
In what way?
I'm not used to meeting that many people that are that genuine. So,
Gotcha.
If you're watching from church, I am sorry. I'm just not used to it. I guess growing up in LA, you're always waiting for like, what's the catch?
Yeah.
Why are you this nice? But everybody's so nice. They remember things about you. How are you? Like genuinely want to know and just really.
Are you trying to just
people.
make me join your MLM or your cult or some sort of networking event?
Right. Just sweet people.
Yeah.
So I'm getting used to it. It's, something new. Like, do you want to go grab coffee? Do you want to
like when we say coffee, you're like actual coffee?
like actually just sit down and just talk, or did you need me to tell you?
Yeah. So very cool people,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we'll talk about it more and more as time goes on.
Great church. You guys should go to church. It feels so good. I felt like today they were talking directly to me, which
Really?
yeah.
Well, they said Lauren. Lauren, wake up.
Lauren, you with us?
There were a couple things that, well, honestly, a lot of it, but yeah, it was just a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But you and the kiddos
Me
did a little adventure, a little side quest.
We went back home to Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. I was attending to the cattle out back, and
yeah,
had
getting everything together.
It's almost time for the springtime, so we got to make sure we plow the fields before we throw the seed in. And had a lot of cows to milk. So.
Yeah, well, I love that for you.
Yeah.
LA was raining. It was trafficy. It was just everything that I remember. We went for my dad's birthday. We did kind of like a sleepover and video games. Ronnie baby. We did a kind of a sleepover game night type thing. But, to know my family is to know that game night can be very intense, and it can almost beep, beep. All right.
Sorry, I was feeling like the camera needed to be checked on. We're good.
You're paranoid now.
I'm paranoid. This is the second time we've recorded this podcast.
Yes.
So
it's okay.
I was a little paranoid. Action.
Okay. To know my family is to know that game night can make or break your relationship with the family.
Yes.
Yes.
The week will be found out.
It's not for the week.
It is not for the week.
When you first experienced it, what did you think? Were you like, how does anybody hear each other?
A little bit. I'm very like pretty free flowing, and like I can enjoy any type of personalities and stuff. I'm more of, in those circumstances, I'm more of a watcher, just like, oh, this is funny.
This is crazy. I felt so bad for David's fiance because we were like at a 10 volume. So I'm sure she was like, whoa.
There is something about Ronnie and David, and I'm sure you guys are listening.
And
if
Chris.
You aren't,
and Chris.
Chris is a little more soft spoken, but he speaks with authority, kind of like your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ronnie, David, I love what you guys do. You're very to the point. You want rules to be held to a high. You have a high standard of rules, and I think that is a great quality.
No, not when it comes to children. They were not budging on anything.
So they were playing Heads Up, which for the three of you that somehow don't know what Heads Up is, you have a word, and you are trying to get your teammates to describe it to you without saying it, and you have to say what the word is back. And you keep going for like 60 seconds or whatever. Yeah. And I believe that as long as you set the parameters before the game, that's what the rules are, and that is how it should be done.
Okay.
So, Ronnie, I feel for you. If you said before the game, it has to be word for word, verbatim. Is that the word?
Yes.
Verbatim.
Yes.
Then it has to be.
But what about with children?
That is a tricky.
He didn't care. My brother does not care.
It's a case-by-case situation.
No. My brother he's the guy that is the referee for the 3-year-old basketball game, and he's calling travels.
He is the student and the teacher.
He's calling travels at the 3-year-old basketball game. Yeah. Travel out. It's like they're children.
He's calling stuff that's like you barely call in a grown man's game.
It's crazy. Yeah.
3 seconds. 3 seconds in the lane.
Violation. Yeah.
You don't have any timeouts left.
Backcourt violation. Come on. Yeah.
You called a 30-second timeout. It's been 31. Technical.
There are 3. Yeah. Text, all that. Like,
you know the rules.
Crazy.
We gave you the handbook.
I was like, you're poor kids.
So what was the word that
So the word that we were going to the family was going to break up over, it was if you say, let's go play hide and seek. That's how you say it.
Yeah.
But on the card it said hide and go seek.
Hide and seek. It was hide and go seek.
And they exploded.
Rightfully so.
My thing is, you get it. What I'm saying.
Oh, I totally get it. But like I said, you set the rules. That is what they are. But I'll play the little audio because you caught it at the perfect timing. They're like yelling at each other,
screaming. All right, take 2 points off.
Alexis is
fighting.
like, who even says that? And he's like, the game.
Yeah.
The game says it.
It's like, you're cheating. You're cheating.
But
it's funny.
And
my dad's just sitting there like,
oh, that was
mind you, the birthday boy.
That was one of the funniest parts. You just pan over to your dad and he's just like, he's over it.
He's just like, what is life?
Like,
this is my
where's the
birthday.
cake and ice cream?
How is this about me?
So funny. But
so yeah.
Anytime the fam gets together, something we could be watching a show.
Oh, they're fighting, they're talking through it, arguing, laughing,
unbelievable,
just silly. But yeah, LA was decent. I'm glad to be home, and I missed you. And yeah, LA is LA.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Speaking of games.
Okay, you're always surprising me with a game or something.
Actually, maybe before the game, I have a surprise for you that you don't even know anything about.
What?
Tyler came and visited me while you were away.
Shout out to you, Tyler.
I said, Tyler, the wife and kiddos are away. Come on over. The house is ours. Let's just run amok. He had a little surprise.
How loud did you guys get?
Just a dull roar. So he got each of us a gift.
What?
Yeah. Crazy nice guy.
That is so. You know what? That's new to me too. Or maybe my family's just
perfect timing.
Sparkling water.
We just did our last episode.
You're so sweet.
Last episode we did a little game where she had to guess the flavor, not blindfolded, but without looking.
How sweet is that?
He said this is the one.
This is the one.
He said that is the one. You have to try. I've never heard of it. I don't know.
I've never heard of this one, but the flavor is great.
Strawberry.
Raspberry.
Oh, raspberry.
Raspberry lime. I'm holding a raspberry lime sparkling water. Tyler, that is so sweet.
Looks great.
I love that.
Yeah. Do you got it?
I'm like.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler.
So, now that the gifts have been opened.
So sweet.
This game.
That's really sweet.
Is called,
like your mom does that.
Does what?
Like the gift thing, Tyler. I've never heard of that.
What?
Like
just
where I'm from, where it's like,
gifts.
oh, I'm visiting. Let me.
Oh yeah.
That's really
kind
cool.
Kind of a Midwest.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I had a friend in college that I think, if I remember correctly, he was from Germany, I think, and he told me that what they would do is, and maybe he was just messing with me because I was an American.
Yeah.
He told me that you give a gift, and depending on the duration of how long you've been away from each other, is like the height or like the grandness. So if I hadn't seen you in a really long time, I'm giving you I don't know, $100 gift card. Or if I see you 2 weeks from now, I'm getting you a coffee. So that was something that was kind of cool.
That's really cool.
So this game, I know you're anticipating it.
Can't wait.
It is called the 60-second game to win the game.
Okay.
The 60-second game to win the game.
That's a mouthful. The 60-second game to win the game.
Yes. So the game is roughly 60 seconds long because the song that AI generated was supposed to be a minute long, but it's like a minute 15.
Is this something you purchased?
I did not purchase it. Okay. So there's an AI generator song maker. And I put in some prompts and it spit this out to me, and we're gonna run with it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Is it an app?
Yeah, an app.
That's a cool app.
So I have 2 different songs I'm gonna play, and I want you to choose which one you think we should use for the game, or maybe we can alternate. Okay. But the game is, you are gonna call Target, and you're also gonna call Walmart.
Okay.
And we're going to see which one has the better customer service, if they can find...
I'm going to tell you right now, Target's going to be on top of it because they are scared.
You never know. Target... Walmart, though.
Walmart is slightly more ratchet.
Walmart will surprise you, though.
But Target is really trying to be on top of it because
they got a Target on their back.
Boycotting it, right? They have a Target on their back right now.
So we're just going to give them a product, and they have to get the price. I don't want to know just, do you have the product? It's, hey, do you have Wicked on DVD? And I need to know the price.
Okay.
Go. And we're going to see in the time of the song if they can come back with that info.
Okay.
And so here's the song. I auto generated these through an AI website, and we're gonna just kind of have some fun with it. So
Are you gonna play the whole thing or just like a little clip?
I'll probably play like 80% of the song, just so our audience has a little fun with it as well. Here we go. Here's the first one,
Okay.
and we can kind of talk over it. Kind of has like a Jonas Brothers feel.
I was gonna say Stranger Things, that song
Okay.
from Stranger Things.
Yep. 60 seconds to win the game.
Time is running out. Must hurry, the clock is ticking away. I can feel the sweat dripping down my forehead. Drip, drop, drip, drop.
Oh, you're really.
Is that the timer? No, it is my sweat dripping because it is the 60-second game to win the game. Will the winner be
Very anthemic. It's kind of a talking song.
find out soon because it is the 60-second game to win the game.
AI is crazy.
All right. So that's song number 1.
AI is crazy.
Here is song number 2. This one's a little more not so robotic talk singing. What do you call that? Talk singing?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't know that clip.
This one's a little more fun. This one does have a little bit of an intro. Kind of has a Disney Channel.
Feel the sweat dripping down my forehead. Drip, drop, drip, 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 drop. Is that the timer? No, it is my sweat
No, it's not.
dripping because it is the 60-second game to win the game. Will the winner be Walmart or Target? We will find out soon because it is the 60-second game to win the game.
All right. Honestly, that sounds like a song Ember would be singing all day.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a Disney Channel.
So what one are you thinking?
I'm gonna call Walmart first.
Oh, okay. But what song should we?
The second.
Second one. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little more fun.
Okay.
What product?
We're gonna go with the Wicked thing.
Okay.
Is it out on DVD?
It is out on DVD.
All right.
Say, how much is Wicked on DVD?
Do you guys have Wicked? How much is it?
Yeah. All right. So the 60-second game to win the game. Lauren's gonna call Walmart first.
Yes.
Okay. And the timer, or the song rather, is gonna start the moment we get a live agent in the electronics department, and then we will try Target and see who's gonna do it.
I say Target. You say Walmart.
I think Walmart.
Okay.
Walmart's a little rough around the edges, but customer service, they got you.
Thank you for calling your local Walmart. We're open daily from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. This call and your voice may be recorded for business purposes, including fraud prevention.
Hello, Fire Spring Electronics.
Hi. I just wanted to call and see if you guys had the movie Wicked and for how much.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll go check.
Okay.
Sorry, that was so loud.
So the regular Wicked DVD is 20, the Blu-ray is 25, and the 4K one is 30.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You have a great day.
You too.
Attaboy! That was Walmart? Yo, he gave you like the whole rundown, the DVD, the 4K, and the Blu-ray.
He was so close to hanging up on me because I'm laughing in his face.
I had the volume so loud that guy thought he was on a game show.
You
All right.
are now. Hold on.
Okay, let's run it back. Let's go Target.
Oh, Target. You've already disappointed us enough. Come on. You ready?
Target's got a target on its back. Let's go.
So you start the music as soon as they answer?
As soon as they answer. I blasted that music.
I
Sorry.
was like, all right, Walmart.
Walmart, they were only about 20 seconds in. They did great.
Okay. Let's
5
see.
star. All right, here we go. And say, I need to know the price.
Hello, thank you for calling your Shawnee Super Target. How can I help you?
Hi, I just wanted to see if you guys had the Wicked movie and for how much? The DVD.
Let me check for you.
Thank
Are
you.
you looking for it on Blu-ray?
Yeah, either or, regular DVD or Blu-ray. And the price.
All right. I will see what we've got.
Come on, Target. I'm so frustrated. Just look on the computer, sir. The song's almost over.
Come on.
Oh, Target. This is why.
The song's almost over.
This is why.
Uh-oh.
This is why.
Okay, I checked and it's showing that we have some in stock, but it also doesn't say when they were delivered or where they would be. So I will go in the room and see if I can find them anywhere back there. We do not have a dedicated DVD Blu-ray section at this store anymore.
Okay.
So
It's okay. We'll just stop by and check it out.
Okay, you sure you don't want me to look around for it in the back? Because I don't think it's on the sales floor right now.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, no, it's okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
You too. Bye.
But hey,
Target.
customer service though, that guy, 5 out of 5.
Oh, yeah.
I will go pallets deep, like it's Clancy's Pretzels.
Yeah,
and
but you know
find it.
this is the one that's in a better area, that Walmart.
Oh, see, you know where he fumbled it? He kept asking you too many questions. Just, man.
DVD, Blu-ray, just you know what, I figured there was a computer in front of him where he could just and it would like give the information, but
That was fun. So
that was nice of him to say that he was gonna go and check, because I would have just said we don't have it and sat my butt right there.
Walmart, you came through.
Not for real.
The 60-second game.
I lost.
The 60-second game. What did I call it?
To win in 60
The
seconds.
60-second game in 60 seconds.
Wow.
Well, Walmart took the cake on that one. We had some cake the other day for Embers' birthday. I have a couple of shout outs before we go,
Okay.
and then we'll probably wrap it up like a
Yeah.
present. And my shout outs, well, we kind of already covered one. Tyler, you left us a 5-star review, and you
Hey.
also left a little comment on our Apple podcast. So that is a reminder of the thousands of people listening out there. If you have not given us a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcast, or commented or liked and subscribed on YouTube, what are you doing?
Yeah, come hang out with us.
What are you doing? We're also on Instagram, TikTok, and all that, just if you want to see like the little shorts. But for the full-fledged thing, I would say YouTube is the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually see our faces. You can see a little bit of photos or videos that we post along with it.
And don't forget to comment what baby name and gender you think we will have.
Yes. And also, too, maybe comment, where are you watching us or listening? Are you driving? Are you getting ready in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Are you on your way to church? Are you sitting outside? Are you walking along the park? Where are you when you listen?
I honestly think sometimes you guys should visually watch it because we do add videos
Yep.
of the actual events that we're talking about, and it just kind of helps you better understand how ridiculous our life is at times. So
some of the most common things become exciting.
Crazy.
So subscribe if you haven't on YouTube. And also shout out to Brad. He's been watching our stuff, commenting.
Yeah.
Cool dude from church. Anyways, we'll kind of sign off there a little
We should
faster.
have him on sometime.
Yeah, I think we will. I think every once in a while we'll try to have some friends on just to participate and add a little dynamic.
Yes.
All right, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Oh, and don't forget to comment, like, subscribe.
I thought you were going to go back.
Oh, all right. Bye.